We tap on our phones probably hundreds of times a day, and the internet just works. It feels like magic, but it's really not. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and trace the invisible, lightning-fast journey your data takes every single time you go online.
Seriously, think about it for a second. You want to find a coffee shop. You tap an icon, and boom, there's a map. It's instant. But what is actually going on in that split second between your tap and the result?
That simple little tap kicks off an unbelievably complex chain of events. Your request is about to get shot through a hidden world of hardware and radio waves to find what you're looking for and bring it all the way back.
All right, so inside your smartphone, the journey begins. Before your data even thinks about venturing out into the wild, a whole lot of prep work has to happen right there in the palm of your hand. It's really a quick three-step dance inside your phone. First, the app you tapped creates the request. Then, your phone's operating system, whether it's iOS or Android, acts like a traffic cop, telling that request where to go. And finally, the modem steps in to package it all up, getting it ready for its big trip. So now we've got Wi-Fi or cellular, a fork in the road. Your data is all packed and ready to go, but which way does it turn? It's at a crucial intersection, and your phone has to make a very quick decision.
And your phone isn't just flipping a coin here. It's smart. It's constantly scanning its surroundings, looking for the fastest, most stable connection it can find in that exact moment. Is there a good Wi-Fi network nearby, or is it time to fire up the cellular connection?
And these two options are totally different beasts. Think of Wi-Fi as your home base. It's a strong, short-range signal coming from a router in your house or at a cafe. Cellular, on the other hand, is the go-anywhere option. It connects you to a massive network that covers entire cities and countries.
So let's follow path 1, the local route, the journey through Wi-Fi. Let's say your phone makes the easy choice. You're at home, the Wi-Fi signal's great, let's see what happens.
The hero of this part of the story is the access point, which, let's be honest, we all just call our router. Its whole job is to be a bridge, or maybe a translator. It takes the radio signals from your phone and turns them into data that can travel over the actual physical wires of the internet.
Your phone is constantly scanning the air for network names. You know, the list you see when you try to connect? Well, those names are called SSIDs. As soon as it spots one it recognizes, like my home Wi-Fi, it locks on and starts beaming your data out in tiny packets on radio waves.
The Wi-Fi path is beautifully simple. Really? Your phone sends the signal, the router catches it, and then the router just pushes that data through a cable right into the global internet. It's a fast, local, and super direct connection.
But what if you're not near Wi-Fi? Well, that brings us to path 2, the wide area route, also known as the journey through cellular. This is where things get way more complex, but also incredibly versatile.
So instead of talking to a little box in the next room, your phone starts looking for a signal from a cell tower, which could be blocks or even miles away. That tower is the very first stop on this cellular journey.
And the second your data hits that tower, it leaves the public airwaves and enters a private, highly secure members-only club. This is the mobile operator's core network, and it's the real brain of the entire cellular system.
A great way to picture the core network is as the operator's central nervous system. It's this incredibly complex web of specialized hardware that manages absolutely everything, from making sure you're a paying customer to routing your data correctly.
So the first stop inside this network is a checkpoint called the SGSN. Think of it like a bouncer at a club. It checks your phone's ID to make sure you're allowed in, and then it sets up a dedicated, private session just for your data to use.
Once you're past the bouncer, your data heads to the GGSN. This is the final gatekeeper. It's a secure gateway that connects the carrier's private network to the public internet, finally letting your data break out into the wider world.
So let's recap that cellular path real quick. Your phone's signal goes to a cell tower. The tower sends it into the core network, it gets checked by the SGSN, passed to the GGSN, and from there, boom, it finally merges onto the internet's superhighway.
Okay, the data's round trip, reaching the destination. So, whether it went by Wi-Fi or by cellular, your little request has made it onto the internet. But guess what? The journey is only half over. It still has to find its target and, most importantly, bring the answer all the way back to you. So your tiny data packet, holding your request for a weather forecast or a cat video, zips across the internet's backbone until it arrives at a very specific server. And a server is really just a powerful computer in a data center somewhere whose only job is to store and serve up exactly the info you asked for.
The moment that server gets your request, it responds. It grabs the data you need,
the temperature, the directions, the web page, and sends it racing all the way back along the exact same path that came, right back to your screen. And the absolutely wild part is this entire round trip happens in the blink of an eye.
And this isn't just happening on your phone. This invisible, high-speed journey is happening constantly for billions and billions of devices all over the world. Get this, every single year, more than 3 billion new Wi-Fi-enabled devices are shipped, and every one of them is designed to perform this incredible feat. I mean, when you really stop and think about it, this intricate web of towers and routers and servers, it's the invisible backbone of our entire modern world. We rely on it for nearly everything. So, now that we kind of know how it all works, the real question is, what are we going to build with it next?